Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Mackenzie, and today we're going to be diving into episode 2 of the miniseries Doecember. Now, today's setup's a little bit different. I'm using a window, so the lighting's a little bit different. Let me know if you guys like this better. I have brand new puppies right here next to me that are, they're 3 days old. So if you guys hear some crying and things like that, that's what's going on. I can't really leave the room because the mom gets a little bit stressed out when I do, plus she's in my filming studio, but it's just kind of awkward to film like I usually do with her in here. I do still have a candle burning for my deceased, and here it is for you guys. I just don't have a way to display it throughout the video because of, again, how I'm having to be set up. So I do still have my candle burning just to recognize the deceased. Today's case is not going to be as long as normal, and that's because there's just a really big lack of information in the case, but I still believe that people deserve to be found, deserve to be identified, deserve to be remembered. So if you guys are interested in mystery and true crime cases, and you guys are enjoying the Doecember series, make sure you guys subscribe and give the video a big thumbs up. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the case of the dismembered John. It was October 13th of 1991 when a man would be going through a dumpster behind an AM/PM located at 2000 East Cheyenne Avenue in Las Vegas, Nevada. When going through this dumpster, the man found a torso. This obviously startled the man, and he was afraid and ran inside to get help, not really help, but to notify somebody, and the police were called. Upon arrival to the scene, the police scavenged all around the area, and they didn't find his head or any other parts of the John. There was also no evidence lying about that would help lead them to know who this man was. Just from the torso, the police and investigators were able to tell that the dismembered man was between the ages of 35 and 50 years old, and that he was white or Caucasian. The man was also not wearing any articles of clothing, which led to even more lack of information on identifying this John. The case was deemed a homicide obviously right away because you don't just randomly end up cut up in a dumpster, so it's always been a homicide, and always curious as to who this man was. Now, although we don't have clothing, we don't even have a face, nothing, we are still able to have identifying features for this John. He had a plethora of tattoos, like, all over his chest and stuff, so these tattoos in my head are almost more identifying than some of the facial reconstructions that we see, because in a lot of the identified Jane and John Doe cases, you look at the drawings, and yeah, they're good and they're close, but they're never going to be exactly right. So you might just think that it's just someone else, you might not even think about it, but for me, a tattoo is more calling as to who somebody is. I would hope that if one of my friends saw just a picture of a tattoo that looked like one of mine, they might think, oh, that's Mackenzie's, you know. I have some different unique items on me, and I would hope that someone would be able to point it out, or one of the artists that has done my work would be able to come forward and be like, oh, I did that. And so I want everybody to take a close look at these tattoos. Remember, if you have an uncle, a cousin, a brother, anybody, a friend, someone who came into your tattoo shop a long time ago that had a tattoo that looked like this, and go ahead and call, because they do have DNA available for this John, and it never hurts to get tested to see if it is who you think it is. The first tattoo is a woman's face and her breasts. She's wearing a large sombrero. It's on his right upper chest, and the words brown sugar are on the top of the sombrero. The next tattoo is the name Monique, and it's under his right nipple. You would think that Monique would come forward because you would remember someone getting you tattooed. So Monique, if you're out there, this guy is, please identify him. Then there's also a cartoon of the Pink Panther on the upper right abdomen, the letter N on the lower mid-chest area adjacent to an inverted Y. There are 2 small roses on the left lower chest. The last tattoo is a cartoon character of some sort. I think it's either a dog or a bear. It's kind of faded, and he's dressed in pants and a shirt. And this one was on his right shoulder, and the only scar that was located on the torso area was a 2-inch scar just above the right nipple. They didn't say what they thought it would be from, But really, that's all we have to go off on this case. I'm so sorry that this video is so short, but I do believe that everybody deserves to be out there, everybody deserves to be remembered, and hopefully we can identify this guy someday. It's been a long time, and I'm sure somebody out there is missing him, and I hope that they come across this video. So make sure you guys share the video and talk about all these Jane and John Does throughout this series. As I said in my last video, don't forget to check out the Doe Network if you are missing a family member. Also, the website Nameless is a really good source, and just go through these things. I know it's very sad and difficult to think that your loved one could be unidentified, but there's so many people all the time that are unidentified. 600,000 people a year go missing in the United States alone, and as I've stated before, in Nevada there is 73 John Does and I think it's 26 Jane Does, and so there's a lot here that we need to identify. And not only that, but the Doe Network covers countries all over the world and every single state in the United States, so please check it out if you are missing a loved one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give the video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in episode 3 next week. Bye.